Let me be honest with you. Metro Detroit is one of the most talked about real estate investment markets in the country right now, and for a good reason. But I'm also going to tell you the things that can go wrong, because that is what nobody else is saying. This is not a hype video. This is a real pros and cons of investing in Metro Detroit real estate. My name is Hasan Khan. I'm a real estate agent with the eXp Realty. I help busy professionals to invest in Michigan smart way right now. I work in this market every single day. I see the deals that work and I see the ones that do not. So let us get into it. Pros first and then the cons. Then what to do actually. Pro number one. The entry price is still one of the lowest in the country. Let us start with the biggest reason investors keep coming to Metro Detroit. The price to get in is still incredibly low compared to almost any other major metro area in America. In the Detroit city limits, you can buy a solid rental home for under $100,000. In working class suburbs like Warren, Roseville, and Hazel Park, you are getting into the market for $150,000 to $200,000. Compare that to Phoenix, Nashville, or Tampa, where the same type of home is going to cost you $400,000 to $500,000. Lower entry price means less cash upfront. Less cash upfront means you can buy more properties and spread your risk across multiple investments. That is a real advantage, and it is one that Metro Detroit still has over most of the country right now. Pro number two, the rental demand here is real. Metro Detroit vacancy rate right now is just 6.2%. New apartment construction is down 37% compared to the last year. Less supply plus steady demand, that makes better opportunity. And Sterling Heights, which is right in the heart, has the fastest growing rental market. And Metro Detroit has the fastest growing rental market in entire Michigan right now with a 8.2% annual rent growth. That means if your rent is $1,700 today, in 2 to 3 years, without you doing anything, the same unit could be renting for $2,000 or more. Your mortgage stays the same, your rent goes up. That gap is where real cash flow lives. Pro number three, appreciation. Metro Detroit home values are forecasted to rise between 3 and 10% in 2026. Depending on the suburb and the neighborhood, some areas are outperforming even those numbers. Areas like Hazel Park, Oak Park, and Harper Woods are projected to see 5 to 7% appreciation this year alone. Michigan has no rent control laws. That means you as a landlord can raise rents when the lease renews to keep up with the market. Low entry price plus rising values plus growing rents plus no rent control. That combination is hard to find anywhere else in the country right now. We talked about all the good parts. Now let's talk about the cons. The con number one, and I'm going to be straight with you on all of this. Con number one is the biggest surprise for investors who are new to Michigan. Property taxes here can destroy your cash flow if you do not plan for them before you buy. Here is why. The previous owner may have had a very low cap tax bill for years. The moment you buy it, that cap resets. And non-homestead investment property rates apply. In Detroit city limits, the effective tax rate can run close to 3% of the purchase price annually. On a $300,000 home, that is $9,000 a year or $800 per month. A deal that looks like easy cash flow on the surface can go to break even or worse once the real tax bill lands. Always run the real tax number before you make an offer. Con number two, Michigan has actually the eviction process more tenant friendly in recent years. Courts added preliminary hearings. Tenants have more legal representation available, and what used to take 2 months can now drag to 4 or 5 or even 6 months. That is 4 or 6 months your cash flow is missing, you're paying your own mortgage and you're still paying the mortgage, all the property taxes, insurance, everything. This is not a reason to avoid investing over here, but it is a reason to screen your tenants very carefully before you hand over the keys. Credit check, income verification, rental history, references, everything. A good tenant makes this as a great investment. A bad tenant makes this a nightmare. Never skip the screening process. The neighborhood you pick matters more here than anywhere else. And this is one critical, especially if you're investing from out of state. Metro Detroit is a hyper-local market. On one block, you can have a great rental with long-term tenants, clean streets, and strong rent growth. 2 blocks over, Completely different story. There is no shortcut of knowing which blocks work and which does not. The investor who lose money in Metro Detroit almost always made one of those two mistakes. One, they bought in the wrong neighborhood because the price looks great on paper. Two, they hired to manage the property themselves from another state without the right system in place. The investors who win here are the ones who get hyper-local advice. Before they buy, they work with someone who knows this market block by block, not city by city, block by block. So here is an honest summary. The pros of investing in Metro Detroit in 2026: low entry prices, strong and growing rental demand, home values going up, no rent control laws in Michigan. One of the best rent to price ratios in the entire country. The cons: property tax that reset on purchase and can crush your margins if you do not plan ahead. An eviction process that now takes 4 to 6 months if things goes wrong. And a hyperlocal market where the wrong neighborhood can turn a great deal into an expensive lesson. The investors who succeed here are not the smartest people in the room. They are most prepared people in the room. I am Hasan Khan with the eXp Realty. I help people invest in Metro Detroit the smart way. If you want to talk through a specific neighborhood and a specific budget or what the real numbers look like for your situation, reach out to me directly. Link is right below. I personally get back to every single message. Hit that like button and subscribe for more honest Michigan real estate content every week. I will see you in the next one.